Yes, Manish, it is live now. Please start.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss about importance of will. This is the one of the most important topic in your life, in our life. The reason is that whatever we are earning in on earth, whatever we are earning on earth, we are not going to take with us after our death. It means when we are no more, then only our name, fame is going with me. Apart from every physical thing is kept or it is as it is on earth. So let's assume we have earned anything physical. It can be wealth, it can be real estate, uh, it can be shares, any kind of wealth, any kind of financial instrument, any kind of is investment. What's happening is that is in exact particular form on earth. So what is the meaning is that after me, this asset, this wealth will be distributed between all my family, my beloved, or my known relative. Then it can be create problem. It can create a problem. Reason is that when we have not specified, what portion of this particular asset, what percentage of this particular real estate, what percentage of this particular financial asset will transfer to whom, then everyone will have fight. So that is the best solution to reduce, to minimize fight, or make happiness in our family. That is the will. When we draft will, then we can settle all upcoming fight, misunderstanding, or you can say problem within the family. So that's why today we have taken the topic, what is the importance of will and how it will be benefited for you as well as me. And no one can claim, no one can say, "Ki, no, will is the important who has the worth of 5 crore, 10 crore, 100 crore. No, it is not that. Reason is that when even you are earning 50,000, 1 lakh rupees per month, okay, 20,000 rupees per month. So definitely you have some asset. It can be saving account, it can be FD account, it can be some gold, it can be any kind of the asset. It means after you, who will be the owner? So if you want to create a massive problem within your family, it's okay. Whatever you want to do, you can do. But you are interested, whatever the situation, whatever the happiness is going on in my family till my alive or till my life, that happiness, that sweetness in my family should be remain, should always same. Then you have to draft will, you have to make distribution of your asset as per will, so your family member should be in happy, and you can say they can enjoy your wealth in very good manner. So that so this is the picture of the Ma Lakshmi. That Ma Lakshmi is showing. He is giving some wealth from his her pot. Okay, she is giving wealth from her pot. Then, as per this particular image, we have to understand whatever we have wealth before end of our life. Suppose that my age is approx 65 years. I have two houses, 10, 20 lakh rupees FD in bank. I have 50 lakh rupees mutual fund. I have 80 lakh rupees equity share. So my kids, my one son, my one daughter is asking some money like, Papa, I need 10 lakh rupees because I have to give the down payment to builders. Okay, then it's okay. Because you have the total asset of the 8 CR, 10 CR. So it's good thing within the 8 to 10 CR, you are giving the 10 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees to anyone. But you have to keep one most important thing. When you are spending, when you are giving wealth to your kids, when you are giving wealth to your kids, beloved, or any family member, don't put all wealth before your death. Reason is that once you are the blank of pot, suppose that your pot is blank and everything, whatever you have given to your kids, then they will not give the respect, they will not give the treatment, well treatment, and it will create the problem. And that particular scene, that particular situation we are facing every time in the today's scenario region. If it is not just like that, then there is no need to open old age home. When we are saying the old age home, when you will talk with that particular mother, father, and that old man, old woman, then you will find out. अरे उनका she has she has the son and they are in the very good position like CEO, CFO and very high profile, but they are not willing to keep their parent. So that we have to understand how much wealth we have to transfer our um, kids, our family. Otherwise, it will create a problem. So, so wealth is, we have to understand creation, utilization, and holding. First, we have to create wealth, then we have to utilize and holding. Before end of my life, we have to hold in a such way so that our kids or our family will respect, and it is 100% sure that after me, that particular asset will be transferred to my kids. So that we have to understand. Just one second. Yeah. Will is a legal declaration that now I'm going to give the legal definition of the will. Will is a legal declaration a person makes about the way they want their property managed or distributed after their death. It means whatever I have the property, this property can be movable property, this property can be immovable property. Okay, this property can be banking amount in bank. This property can be investment in share. So whatever I have the property, so how it will be the distributed or how it will be managed after my death, that we have to make the legal declaration, that is called will. So it is the simple thing. Whatever you have the property, when you want to make the particular percentage, I will give the 20% to my first son, I will give 25% to my spouse, and 30% to my son too, and balance I will give the donation, or I want to transfer with my sibling, anything, whatever the portion, whatever the process you want to distribute your asset, that is up to you. But this is the legal declaration as per your property is distributed after your death. So what is the need? Need is that कि to make the family happy, that is the one thing. And another thing, कि that as for your asset, your family will not fight within the family, because we have seen various cases. Like I can give the best example of the Dhiro Bhai Ambani. Before the death of the Dhiro Bhai Ambani, there was no such as the problem in their family. But after death, what we have seen, after death of the Dhirubhai Ambani, what we have seen कि both brother Mukesh and Anil Ambani, they are fighting for each other for property that was the managed and created by Dhirubhai Ambani. Before his death, no one in India can think कि इन दोनों भाई में देर इज सच काइंड ऑफ द डिस्प्यूट, और इन दोनों भाई के बीच में नहीं बनता है. बट वंस Dhirubhai Ambani is no more. Okay, what happened in the in 2004 and 2005? We have seen the various legal dispute between both brothers. So one thing, one you have to understand, कि before Dhirubhai Ambani, they had the reputation in society in India there is no fight in the family. Okay, but after his death, what we have find out कि दोनों भाई एक दूसरे प्रॉपर्टी के लिए एक दूसरे से मारपीट लड़ाई झगड़ा एंड दे कैन गो द कोर्ट एक्सेट्रा ऑल दोस थिंग. ओके, so if you want to save your family reputation, then it is the best way. Go for the succession plan, write your will. And another thing, another example is the Vijay Singhania and the Gautam Singhania. Vijay Singhania is the owner of Raymond Group, and Raymond Group is the turnover or net worth is around 10,000 crore. 10,000 crore, 10,000 crore का मालिक था. एंड he happily transfer all share of the Raymond Group to Gautam Singhania. Vijay Singhania, who was the chairman of the Raymond Group, he has transferred the whole share to his son Gautam Singhania. And within the 6 months or within the 8 to 9 months, Gautam Singhania has remove his father from every property of Raymond Group. Even he has not given the single room to stay. He has to take a room on rent for their living. So that is this kind of the problem we have seen. If you don't have the succession plan in the proper manner, when you have the lots of trust on your kids, then there can be problem. So just think, कि जो व्यक्ति, he was the owner within the 1 year he was the owner of the 10,000 crore, and after 1 year he is struggling to live in a single room, in a single room house. So that you can find out the situation. Now you can say, no Manish, this is, it will not happen in my family region. You are talking, you are giving the example of the biggest and biggest businessman, and they are the wealthy person. But in my family, we are the very happy person, and there is no such as. It's okay if you are thinking there is no such as the it will not happen in your family. That's, it's okay, very good. But I'm giving the example that has been happened, and there are the various other example that I can provide, but you will be not aware. I have given the example of the Dhiro Bhai Mani, Vijay Singhania Raymond Group. That example you can correlate, you can find out the story. But if I give the story of the Mr. XYZ and they have the court settlement around 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, then you will not justify my thought process. Reason is that you will not find out that story in newspaper. So that kind of the thing. And another businessman, that is the Tata Group. They are also doing the business since 150 years. But had you heard any dispute in the Tata Group? I don't think there is a dispute in the Tata Group. Even within the 6 months, we lost Ratan Tata. This is the one of the most classical example of not misunderstanding or fight among the family. Ratan Tata was not biological son of that family. He was adopted. First thing, Ratan Tata was not biological son, he was adopted. And another thing, Ratan Tata has never married. मतलब एक बच्चा जो उस फैमिली से नहीं था और वही बच्चा जब बाद में शादी भी नहीं करता है, इट मीन वट एवर द asset has been taken from the previous honor of the family, and he is not married, he is not immediately a spouse, he is not immediately son, daughters, but he has transferred the all asset to the other family member. So it is the one of the best classical example जहां पर बाप दो भाई लड़ रहा हो, बाप बेटा को निकाल रहा हो, बट जो बायोलॉजिकल सन भी नहीं है, एंड ही हैज नो spouse, he has no daughter, kids, anyone. In spite of that, वहां पर there is no dispute. So that we have to understand. You have to classify yourself कि how much succession plan is the important, and how we can create such kind of the thing so that कि कभी भी हमारे फैमिली में ये चीज नहीं आए. तो if you had thought कि no Manish, I got your point, succession plan, writing will is the important thing, then I will put some frequent asked question in front of you. Might be possible you can have some other frequent asked question, and after that I will give the answer of the some frequent asked question. And one most important concept, if I have not written will, suppose that I have not written will, so what will happen after me? So that you have to understand. So before, just uh, I want to share the some frequent asked question with you. So first thing is that there is the one question is generally asked by the public, whether will is registered or only registered will is valid. Can I amend or not? Suppose that I have written one will and I want to amend. I have two sons and I have given the 50% to 50%. But there is some thought process in my mind. Yeah, मेरे पास might be possible my kids will not take care of my spouse. Then why not I transfer my whole property to my spouse, and I will write in will after death of my spouse the whole property will transfer my son 150%, son to 50%. Okay, if I have the such, the first what I did, first I have made the bill जहां पर मैंने पूरा का पूरा प्रॉपर्टी सन 1 एंड सन 2 को आई हैव ट्रांसफर, बट I got some sense in my mind. यार if I'm doing the such kind of thing, तो it can be the problem for my spouse. तो मैंने सोचा कि now can I redraft? Can I amend? That you can do. So there is the one question is asking कि can I redraft? So definitely you can redraft. I have one child. So what is the need of the will? Suppose that I have only one child. So definitely my asset will be transferred to my child. So what is the need of to transfer? So that we will discuss in the later. How will can we challenge? Suppose that I have written one will and whether this will can be challenged in court. So why what is the need of what is the need to write a will? So I will suggest only one thing. When when we are taking the food, when we are taking the food, and sometimes we have the you can say the food poisoning, stomach problem. Okay, तो क्या हम खाना खाना छोड़ दें, या सपोज दैट वी आर गोइंग ऑन रोड बाय स्कूटर, बाय कार और बाय फुट. ओके, एंड समवन हैज हिट मी, वी मीट एक्सीडेंट, क्या हम रोड पर चलना ही छोड़ देते हैं? इसका तो यही मतलब है. तो व्हेन वी कैन नॉट दी नॉट दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग, देन विल इज द वन इम्पॉर्टेंट टूल जहां पर हम अपने फैमिली को हैप्पी बना सकते हैं. और इफ यू आर थिंकिंग कि मैं उसको छोड़ दूं, देन इट इज नॉट ए राइट थिंकिंग. देन someone is thinking कि नोटरी विल करूं, रजिस्टर्ड विल करूं, और कैन आई राइट द ज्वाइंट विल? ज्वाइंट विल मतलब क्या, मी एंड माय स्पाउस, husband and wife can write the a single will. Then joint will you can write, but that is the very difficult, and it can be the challenge in court. So I will suggest कि if you have the let's assume 2 crore asset, 3 crore asset in name of the husband and 3 to 4 crore asset in name of wife, so I will suggest write two separate will in spite of the one joint will. क्या विल को मैं सेपरेट जगह पर रखूं ताकि नो वन कैन फाइंड आउट? क्या मैं सपोज दैट कि आई हैड ड्राफ्टेड वन विल एंड माय विटनेस हैज डाई बिफोर टेस्टेटर, मतलब मेरे जाने से पहले मेरा विटनेस डाई हो गया, मर गया, चला गया. देन वेदर आई हैव टू रीड्राफ्ट माय विल, और मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? रीजन इज दैट विटनेस, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ विटनेस एंड व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ विटनेस? विटनेस का इंपॉर्टेंस क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू आर नो मोर, सपोज दैट I have property and I have transferred one third to my spouse, one third to my son one third to my son two. Okay, and after my death, both son is saying, you know, we will transfer 50% and we will take care our mother. Okay, so person who has witnessed my will, he will give witness in front of court or in front of the family, and they will make pressure on my son 1 and son 2. You know, whatever you are doing, 50-50 distribution of asset of Mr. Manish is not a right thing. The reason is that he has the valid will, and as per will, one third will be transferred to his wife, it means your mother, and one third will go to you and सन टू। तो सपोज दैट माय विटनेस इज नो मोर, मेरे जाने से पहले विटनेस ही मर चुका है, देन हु विल गिव द हु विल गिव द विटनेस, who will give the witness? So the witness is the important, and due to some reason you lost witness, or suppose that I have drafted will, and after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, within the 1 year, 2 years, before before me, my witness had died, then what I have to do? I have to redraft, or I have to amend my will, and I can change my witness. So after me, that particular person can give witness in front of court or in front of the other family person. Can I write the will for the paternal property? Suppose that I was doing job, and I have earned around 2 CR from my job, and there is the my paternal property, like in that property is coming from Pardada, Dada, Papa, okay, and that is the 3 CR. So total property I have the 5 CR. So whether I can write the will only for the 2 CR, that is the my earned income, or even I can write the will that is the earned from my from my dada, my father. Okay. So my answer is that ki whether your dada, pardada, chardada, your father is alive, no. If they are not alive and every property in name of you, then you are the 100% legal owner of that particular property. Once you are the legal owner, then no one can claim, no one can say if this property is coming from the paternal family, and that will be the transfer only to my kids. Even I can donate, I can give to anyone. So if you have the such kind of the thought process in your mind, paternal property has to transfer only kids, then it is not a uh, right it is not a right knowledge, and always I will say it is the myth. And can I have the two will at a time? Okay, I will write will one, I will write the will two. So whether it will be the valid? No, it is not a valid. If you have the two will, so whatever the will is written at last, that will be the effective. And first will you have written, suppose that on 1st March 2025 I have written one will, and I have the written another will, that is the 2nd March on 2025. The first will that was the written on the 1st March 2025, that will be invalid, and will written on 2nd March 2025, that will be the valid will. Now a question is that ki, I have given the lot of the thought process. I have given the thing ki why you have to draft will succession plan. In spite of that, we will discuss about 90% or 90% to leave it. 99% person you will talk. Ki, sir, bhai sahab, चाचा जी, माय बॉस, एनीवन यू विल डिस्कस कि भाई मनीष ने तो मेरे को ना विल के बारे में बताया, नहीं बस सेइंग इट वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, लेकिन सर क्या आपने विल बनाया? ही विल से नो. तो when you will discuss about the 5%, 10%, 20%, 30, 90, 95%, तो 95% will person will say कि no, हमने will नहीं बनाया है. और even you will find out कि any property that is the coming from parent or in your family, no one has drafted will. तो क्या उनकी प्रॉपर्टी उनके बच्चे के पास नहीं आया? डेफिनेटली आया है, बट इट इज द सम टफ लीगल प्रोसेस. But when you have drafted your will, then it will be the easy process. So as per me, there is the one thought process in my mind ki why not we are creating will. First reason is that we are thinking ki we are Bhishpitama. As per Mahabharata, we are aware, we know, it is a well-known fact. Bhishpitama has born for इच्छा मृत्यु, कि ही हैज, उनको एक वरदान था कि ही विल डाई व्हेन ही विल थिंक, ही विल नो, एंड ही विल बी यू कैन से ही विल हैव द विलिंगनेस टू डाई, तभी वो मरेगा. मतलब जब उसकी मरने की इच्छा होगी तभी वो मरेगा, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. तो वी आर थिंकिंग कि हम लोग भी भीष्म पितामह हैं, एंड वेन वी विल थॉट कि अब मुझे मरना है तभी मरूंगा, और मरने से पहले मैं विल बना दूंगा, या अपने फैमिली को मैं जस्टिफाई कर दूंगा कि दिस प्रॉपर्टी विल बी ट्रांसफर टू मिस्टर एक्स वाई जेड एक्स, ओके, और उसके बाद मैं मर चला जाऊंगा. बट in the today scenario, we are aware. Okay, now I'm giving the session to you. If there is some earthquake that we have seen in the 2 and 3 days before in Burma or Myanmar, okay, and we have lost various lives. तो अभी मैं क्लास दे रहा हूँ, अब देर इज सम अर्थक्वेक, मैं अभी के अभी नहीं रहूंगा. वी आर गोइंग ऑन रोड, अभी मिट द एक्सीडेंट, मैं अभी के अभी चला जाऊंगा. तो व्हेन वी आर नॉट अवेयर फॉर द नेक्स्ट मोमेंट, then how we can think कि we are the Bhispitama and before end of my life मैं यहाँ पर अपना विल ड्राफ्ट कर लूंगा. तो देर इज द वन पर्टिकुलर करेक्टर इज इनसाइड मी एंड यू, कि हम तो भीष्म है, इच्छा मृत्यु है. जिस दिन हम चाहेंगे मरने से पहले हम पहले ड्राफ्ट कर लेंगे, देन हम मरेंगे. तो दैट इज द वन रीजन कि वी आर नॉट ड्राफ्टिंग, वी आर नॉट मेकिंग विल. एंड अनदर कॉन्सेप्ट इज दैट फ्रॉम द रामायण देयर इज द वन कैरेक्टर इज इन आवर साइड, इनसाइड, कि हम राजा दशरथ हैं. वी आर द किंग दशरथ, जहां पर माई किड्स इज लाइक राम और भरत. कि when I will transfer my kingdom, my wealth, my asset to my Ram, then he will give to the Bharat, and once I will give the kingdom, wealth, asset to my second son Bharat, then he will transfer all asset to Ram. But in the today scenario, in the today time, Kali Yuga, it's we are not seeing the such kind of the brother love. Every brother has the love, but when it's come in talking of the asset, wealth, देन वो लव खत्म हो जाता है और मारपीट शुरू हो जाता है. तो देर इज द टू कैरेक्टर इनसाइड मी, इनसाइड यू, दैट इज द रीजन कि वी आर नॉट ड्राफ्टिंग विल. तो वन कैरेक्टर इज द भीष्म पितामह की जिस दिन मैं मरूंगा उस दिन मैं सारा चीज अच्छे से मैनेज करके जाऊंगा. एंड अनदर करेक्टर कि भाई मेरे फैमिली में तो कोई डिस्प्यूट नहीं है, मेरे बच्चे तो राम और भरत है, कि एक को दूंगा तो वो दूसरे को ट्रांसफर कर देगा, दूसरे को दूंगा तीसरे को ट्रांसफर कर देगा. तो देर इज द टू कैरेक्टर. दैट्स वाई we are not making will, or we are not making succession plan. And one more important thing, now this is the one particular table जहां पर मैं आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट कि इफ यू हैव नॉट रिटन विल, in case you have not written will, the how your property will be transferred. Suppose that first I will take about talk about the male. So, I am the male and I have not written will. I have not written will. I have not made the succession plan. So what will happen? Whatever I have the property, मेरे प्रॉपर्टी पर अगर मेरी मदर जिंदा है, इफ माई मदर इज अलाइव, तो वन पार्ट विल गो टू माई मदर, वन पार्ट विल गो टू माई चाइल्ड एंड वन पार्ट विल गो टू माई किड्स. लाइक मेरी मदर जिंदा है, मेरी वाइफ जिंदा है और मेरे 2 बच्चे हैं, तो टोटल हाउ मच पर्सन आई हैव द 4. तो माई होल प्रॉपर्टी विल बी ट्रांसफर बिटवीन द 4 पर्सन. 25% will go to my mother, 25% will go to my spouse, and 25% to son one or daughter one, and 25% will go to another kids. It can be daughter two, son two. Okay. If I have only one child, one wife, one mother, so my property will be transferred all those three. Suppose that I have no child, I but my mother is alive. Like मैंने अभी शादी किया और after 6 months I am no more. तो 50% will amount transfer, will transfer will to my mother, and 50% amount transfer to my wife, because मेरा बच्चा ही नहीं है. Okay. एंड ड्यू टू सम रीजन इफ माई मदर इज नो मोर, लाइक मेरी मदर जिंदा नहीं है, तो माई होल प्रॉपर्टी विल गो टू माई वाइफ और चिल्ड्रेन. अगर चिल्ड्रेन नहीं है तो पूरी प्रॉपर्टी बच्चे वाइफ को जाएगा. अगर वो बच्चे वाइफ नहीं है, मदर भी नहीं है, बच्चे हैं, तो सिर्फ मदर सिर्फ बच्चे को जाएगा. लेट्स एज्यूम योर मदर इज अलाइव, योर वाइफ इज अलाइव एंड योर चिल्ड्रेन इज अलाइव. तो व्हाट विल हैपन? योर प्रॉपर्टी विल बी ट्रांसफर इन टू 3 वे. मदर को भी जाएगा. और वंस योर प्रॉपर्टी हैज बीन ट्रांसफर टू मदर, तो मदर के जाने के बाद किसको जाएगा? उनके सारे बच्चे को जाएगा. मतलब कि जो प्रॉपर्टी, सपोज दैट माई सेल्फ, मैंने 99 लाख का एक प्रॉपर्टी क्रिएट किया, 33 लाख किसको जाएगा? मेरी मदर को. 33 लाख रुपया मेरी वाइफ को जाएगा, 33 मेरे बच्चे को जाएगा. इट्स ओके. मेरी मदर जिस दिन चल बसेगी, तो मदर के बाद उनके बच्चे को जाएगा. उनके बच्चे में मान लो कि मैं 3 भाई हूं, तो मेरे पास तो 33 का कितना, आई विल गेट ओनली 1%, मतलब 1/3, 11 लाख. तो जहां पर मेरे बच्चे को 33 मिलना था, मेरे बच्चे को सिर्फ 11 मिलेगा। तो व्हेन यू हैव रिटन विल, इफ यू हैव रिटन इन विल कि इफ आई डाई बिफोर माई मदर, तो माई किड्स, माई वाइफ विल टेक केयर ऑफ माई मदर, बट माई मदर विल नॉट गेट द सिंगल मनी। ऐसे करके इफ यू हैव ड्राफ्टेड योर विल, देन इट विल बी द वैलिड and you can protect your wealth, and that will be the useful only for your wife or your kids. Now there is the one question ki my biological mother is no more, but my father has married another woman, and she is the stepmother. So in that scenario stepmother का कोई concept नहीं होता है. If you have the biological mother, only she has the right, otherwise there is no right. तो अगर मेरे घर में मेरी मदर भी जा चुकी है, मेरे लेट से जो मदर का देहांत हो चुका है, एंड आई एम द मैरिड, अब विद इन द 6 मंथ मी एंड माई वाइफ इज नो मोर, तो विद इन द 6 मंथ बच्चे भी नहीं होंगे, तो माई होल प्रॉपर्टी विल ट्रांसफर टू माई फादर। मतलब मदर पहले ही जा चुकी है, वाइफ अभी नई नई शादी हुई थी, बच्चे होने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, तो माई होल प्रॉपर्टी विल ट्रांसफर टू माई फादर। अगर फादर भी नहीं है या फादर भी गुजर चुके हैं, देन माई प्रॉपर्टी विल ट्रांसफर टू माई सिबलिंग, लाइक मेरे भाई बहन। इफ माई आई हैव आई आई वाज ओनली वन चाइल्ड, और मैं भी जा चुका हूँ, मेरी वाइफ भी जा चुकी है, मदर भी जा चुके हैं, फादर भी जा चुके हैं, देन दिस प्रॉपर्टी विल ट्रांसफर टू माई पैटर्नल फैमिली, लाइक चाचा जी, बुआ जी, जो भी बोला जाता है। इफ देर इज नो वन इन माई पैटर्नल फैमिली, देन इट विल गो टू द मैटरनल फैमिली, मेरे नानी घर तरफ जाएगा, जहां पर नानी माँ, नाना जी, मामा जी, मौसी जी। तो कहीं ना कोई दुनिया में आपका रिश्तेदार होगा। तो जस्ट लाइक दैट, if you are female, the first right of your property is with your children and husband. Suppose that there is a one working woman and she has the property of the 1 CR, तो अगर वो किसी कारण से विदाउट राइटिंग विल शी इज नो मोर, तो फर्स्ट राइट विल बी ट्रांसफर टू चिल्ड्रन एंड हस्बैंड। लेकिन लेट्स अज्यूम उनके बच्चे और हस्बैंड दोनों एक साथ चले जाते हैं। सपोज दैट there was the one working woman, and he was going the Haridwar, or he was going on the trekking Simla, Nainital, anywhere with kids and husband, and car accident हो गया, तीनों के तीनों चल बसे। What will happen? What I had told to you कि first right was for the children and husband, तो चिल्ड्रन और हस्बैंड ही नहीं रहा, तो उसके बाद किसके पास जाएगा? हस्बैंड के मदर के पास जाएगा। तो एज बीइंग द वर्किंग वुमन यू हैव टू थॉट, यार सास मेरी के पास चला जाएगा, अगर सास नहीं जिंदा है तो ससुर के पास जाएगा, या देवर ननद, मतलब पूरे ससुराल में ही रहेगा। देन यू हैव टू थॉट कि इफ आई हैव नॉट रिटन विल, देन माय होल प्रॉपर्टी विल ट्रांसफर टू माय ससुराल वाले, लाइक सास, ससुर, ननद, भौजाई, एक्सेट्रा, ऑल दोस थिंग, और जिनसे मेरी बनती नहीं थे, या आई डोंट हैव द गुड रिलेशनशिप। तो इन even I don't have the good relationship, in spite of that, my whole property will be transferred to my sasural side. Then it is the best way to draft your will, make succession plan, so that you whatever the property you want to give your parent, your sibling, etc., all those things. क्योंकि जब ससुराल में कोई नहीं होगा, देन उस फीमेल के मायके साइड में प्रॉपर्टी जाएगा। तो दैट यू हैव टू थिंक। तो दिस इज द, apart from that there is lots of the thing in the will, but I want to say only these three things. If you have any question, then we can discuss. And if you have missed, then whatever you have the question in your mind. And just 1 second, one and two thing I want to discuss with you. Yeah. There is one myth in our mind कि will is prepared after at the last stage of the life. Suppose that I am in the ICU, अब मैं आईसीयू में हूं, तब मैं बिल प्रिपेयर कर लूंगा। तो दैट आई हैव टोल्ड ऑलरेडी कि वी आर नॉट ए भीष्पितामह, वी डोंट हैव द इच्छा मृत्यु, कि जिस दिन मैं चाहूंगा उसी दिन मरूंगा। मौत कैन बी कम एट एनी टाइम। सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि इट इज द बेस्ट थिंग कि वी हैव टू क्रिएट विल एट ए राइट नाउ। तो पहला विल हमें 21 ईयर्स के एज पर बना लेना चाहिए, एंड आफ्टर दैट व्हेन वी आर द मैरिज, तब हमें बना लेना चाहिए। ओके, व्हेन वी हैव द बर्थ ऑफ चाइल्ड, तब रीजन इज दैट कि टॉपिक इज दैट कि व्हेन यू आर इंक्रीजिंग योर असेट, या योर फैमिली इज इंक्रीजिंग बाय बर्थ और बाय मैरिज, या योर फैमिली इज डिक्रीजिंग। सपोज दैट सपोज दैट आई एम द मैरिड, एंड एक चाइल्ड आ गया और उस टाइम मैं अपने बच्चे को जाना था, तो इफ आई हैव रिटेन द माई विल कि आई विल ट्रांसफर माई होल प्रॉपर्टी टू सिबलिंग माई वाइफ, लेकिन नाउ देयर इज द चाइल्ड, तो मैं विल को रीड्राफ्ट करके चाइल्ड को डाल दूंगा। इफ मदर का डेथ हो जाता है, वाइफ का डेथ हो जाता है, देन आई हैव टू अगेन रीड्राफ्ट, अगेन री अमेंड कि माई होल प्रॉपर्टी विल माई गिव टू माई किड्स। ओके, तो formula is that when you are increasing your asset or when you are increasing family or decreasing family, then you have to amend will, you have to draft your will. Second will, second concept ki can I amend will? So definitely, as I have the discussed with you, whenever there is a need, like your asset is increasing or your asset is decreasing, or you have make the witness Mr. A, Mr. B, and he has died before you, so definitely it is the best way to amend. So amendment is can be done at any time, even बिफोर लास्ट ब्रेथ ऑफ योर लाइफ। लाइक मैंने 1 मार्च को एक बिल बनाया, देन आई कैन अमेंड ऑन द 2nd मार्च, 3rd मार्च, एंड टुडे इज द 30th मार्च, तो अगेन मैं इसको अमेंड कर सकता हूँ, और एवरी मोमेंट एवरी टाइम आई कैन अमेंड। तो देर इज नो लिमिटेशन ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ द टाइम कि हाउ मनी टाइम यू कैन अमेंड और हाउ मेनी टाइम यू कैन रीड्राफ्ट, एनी नंबर ऑफ टाइम, वेन एवर देर इज अ नीड, तो यू कैन अमेंड। One more myth is that only registered will is valid. No, this is not a good myth. Only registered will is not a valid. Whenever the will is a valid, even the will on the stamp paper, will on the plain paper, and even sometime oral will is valid. Suppose that I'm going on road and I got the accident, and I was going on road by car with my one family member, one friends, और उन दोनों को कुछ नहीं हुआ, बट ड्यू टू सम रीजन आई एम अबाउट टू लीव, मैं मरने वाला हूँ, देन व्हाट आई डिड, in front of my family, in front of my friend, and in front of the public, I have given ki my property will be transferred to my son 1, son 2, my wife, my mother, etc., all those things. And this is the oral will, because it is not a written on paper, it is not a registered, it is not a notary paper. Okay, then oral will is also valid if I have transferred all asset in the right way, and because I have the some witness, one family friend, one my friend, and some other public. So even oral will is valid. So if we are talking कि we have the myth कि registered will ही valid होगा, तो when I am saying कि it is the oral will is the valid, तो registered will का तो कोई concept ही नहीं आता। If you have the registered will, it's okay. It is the much more advantage, but only registered will be valid? No. And actually oral will is valid, or this concept come in for the for army person or navy person or who is the into the war. So suppose that there is the one army person, okay, and he got the 3 to 4 bullets, वो मरने वाला, तो what he can do, then there is the concept of the oral will कि जब भी वो दुनिया से जाने वाला है, तो before in front of the major colleague he has given the प्रोसेस की ये मेरी प्रॉपर्टी यहाँ यहाँ ऐसे ऐसे जाएगी, देन इट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ द ओरल विल। There is the one more myth कि only advocate can draft. No, even you can draft. When I had told कि oral will is also valid will, so what is the need of the advocate? When I have said कि if you have the will on the plain paper, it is the valid. So when everything is the valid, so what is the need of the advocate? What is the need of the chartered accountant? What is the need of the expert person? The need of expert person is that a need of the advocate is that he can give the lots of the legal, as now I have given the some legal point to you. If you have not written will, what will happen? Your property will be transferred as per the Hindu Succession Act. That your property will go to your mother, and mother के बाद your भाई के पास चला जाएगा. So whatever the thought process, whatever the legal awareness I am giving, the expert person or advocate can give the expert knowledge. They can give the thought process, but even you can draft. So ड्राफ्ट एडवोकेट भी ड्राफ्ट कर सकता है, एक्सपर्ट भी कर सकता है, अपने आप भी कर सकते हो, तो इट इज द बेस्ट वे कि किसी आप एक्सपर्ट पर्सन को ले लो, बिकॉज वट एवर द क्लाउज एंड वट इज द वे, जो मैंने अभी आपको बताया, ये एक एडवोकेट या एक्सपर्ट पर्सन ही बता सकता है, आप अपने आप से इतना नॉलेज होना इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट। तो इन द लास्ट इट इज द समरी, will should be drafted right now if you don't have, and it can be amendment amended any time and must have will to avoid dispute and clash. So for the today's time, it is the I'm going to close, and I would like to say, Savana ji, you can stop live streaming, and if anyone has